Hi, I'm Ed, and today I'm going to be replacing the thermostat inside our Mallard M185. And the thermostat that was used is a standard Domtech thermostat that's used to control our furnace. The reason why I'm actually replacing this is because I really don't like the standard one that comes with this. You kind of have to struggle in order to be able to kind of you really have to kind of torque on this in order to be able to hit the actual power switch on this. Plus the way that the temperature is a little difficult to read, and then in the way that the actual switch is actually done for the setting of the actual temperature, you really can't tell what the actual temperature set point you're actually setting it for. So in order to make this a little bit more user friendly, I'm going to go ahead and replace this with a Honeywell Home non-programmable thermostat. This is actually kind of interesting because these are technically designed for inside of a garage, because they're actually designed for a low temperature use, but at the same time you can actually see the temperature a little bit easier, and the set point is also matches the numbers that are actually on there, and the switch that's on the side is a little bit easier to actually manage, so a little bit easier for the family to be able to work with instead of worried about them breaking off the switch, for example. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so here is the actual thermostat. So it's not a whole lot to it. Here's the thermostat itself right here, and then it comes with some mounting hardware, and obviously the manual with some labels and everything like that. So, but it's pretty straightforward. It's only going to be basically two wires going into this, basically to activate it, and then you have the nice little switch on the side, much easier to be able to manipulate, and then the standard temperature set point down here on the bottom. So. Alright, so be able to slide this off, basically just kind of grip this and just kind of like flare out the other side just a little bit, and the thing basically just slides off. But you also kind of see how cheap this is, just a standard little temperature little thing on there on the side. So as for pulling this off, I'm just going to go ahead and use a standard Phillips screwdriver, but basically this thing is not really installed very all that well. They basically kind of stripped the screws out anyway, so that's one of the other reasons why I'm kind of pulling this out. So and then again, as far as this on here, again, it's just standard 2 wires, so there's really not a whole lot to this. So I can just basically just disconnect those, and then those are what I'm going to be attaching to the new thermostat. All right, might be a good idea for me to actually shut off or pull the fuse for the furnace on this as well before I actually disconnect this, just in case. Alright, so again, just a red and white wire on here, so they color-coded this to be correct on here. So, and again, it's just a 2-wire setup. It's really simple. So I'm just going to slide I've already got the red wire already done, the white wire, and just basically loosen the wire on here. Just fold it over, and then just slide after I loosen the screw, and just get it in here, and just tighten it down. Not really that hard. So once I have this, now it's just a matter of basically getting this set up, making sure I'm not going to pinch the wire, and then figuring out where exactly how I'm going to angle this, and then basically just get the mount screw holes set here. I'm not going to be using the drywall mounts because obviously this is not drywall, and as long as I don't over screw it down, this will stay in place, and we're all set. I can go ahead and do a test if I want to. So there's the on. There's the test. And we can hear the furnace already starting, so thermostat obviously works. Perfect. So the screws that came with the Honeywell thermostat is actually a bit smaller, and they're designed for the drywall mounts. I'm actually going to go ahead and use the same screws that I used for the ones that came out of the wall. So I'm just going to go ahead and just set this and use the old ones because they're a little bit thicker, a little bit longer, and I think a little bit more suited for this particular purpose. Just to make sure we don't overdo it. Make sure we're nice and straight. And then go ahead and do the bottom one. Of course, we can always adjust it just a wee little bit on the bottom if we have to. we go. Perfect. Now it's just a matter of putting the cover back on. And there we go. Now I have my switch and my heat set point. Perfect. Okay, so that was our replacement of our thermostat from our Domtech thermostat to a Honeywell thermostat. So it seems to be a little bit easier to use and manipulate. We also see the temperature set points as well on our Mallard M185 trailer. If this is any help to you, please hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. Also, if there's any comments or anything like that, go ahead and make them. Links down below for the Amazon for being able to purchase the thermostat and anything else that was referenced here in the video. And thanks for watching.